Welcome back to another episode. So, you all saw the last episode. If you didn't see the last episode, go check that out. We are back to working on the 1086. Very dark in here. Back to working on the 1086. If you saw the last video, then you know what we got done and what we have to do in this episode. Minus a couple of things that my dad had already done today. But we did go get a battery for it, new battery for it today. We'll get that thrown in. But first we gotta put the battery box on it. Get that all ready. And we gotta bring the battery in here. See if we can break my back trying to put it in. And there's a couple other things. We might have to dump some oil in the rear end in the transmission. I don't know if my dad did that yet. First off, what we gotta do is get this battery box on it. That's on the other side here. Tractor should have two batteries on it, but we just got one big one, which is 850 cold cranking amps, which should be plenty for this tractor. I mean, this thing fires right up, except in the winter. In the winter, it's iffy, but it still usually fires right up. But it did have interstate batteries. We do not have very good luck with interstate batteries. We usually use Everstart batteries, and we always have good luck with them. There's some Everstart batteries that we have. The one just recently went bad in a skid loader, which that was in there for 10 years before it finally went bad. And it still actually cranks things. It just wasn't enough to run the grate heater in that. So we always have good luck with Everstart batteries. So that's what we got. It's had interstate batteries in. They took a crap. There was two of them in it, and neither one of them could hold charge. So we're gonna go ahead and get this battery box up in its place here. This ought to be fun because I know it was really fun taking it out. So it's gonna be tons of fun putting it right back in. So let's see if we can break my hand open or something, break something open. And it's very dark in here. We'll see what we can get accomplished. Last video, we did get the starter in. That's all hooked up. Minus battery cable for that side. And there's another one. There's another one that we gotta hook up. We gotta hook that one up yet, but it's mostly ready to go. That one just goes up to the alternator. So we have to get that hooked up. Like I said several times now, we gotta get the battery box up. That goes right in here. Bolt holes go right down through there. And then I believe there might be one up top here. So something like that. Anyways, let's get that installed here and we'll come back when we're getting ready to put the battery in it. Got the battery box in. It's ready to go. Got that wire hooked up to the solenoid there on the starter. Since we're only putting one battery in, and that'll be on this side, the cables that come over here, ground won't be an issue, but the positive cable that comes over on this side, I gotta figure out which one it would be. We'll have to wrap it up in electrical tape. Grab the battery, bring that over, break my back trying to put that in, and then we'll see what else we gotta do. Okay. My dad measured this, so hopefully it's right. It's not the size battery that was in there before, but hopefully with his measurements, it'll be right. Okay, this is ground, so ground would go out. Did I? I'll be dipped. This ain't normal. I think I might have actually carried it in here the right direction. Wonder. Okay. Yeah, that never happens. Never carry a battery in here, and it actually be the direction it's supposed to be when you carry it in here. the first. Okay, let's see if it fits. Now I'm fighting the cable. This battery ain't light, I'll tell you that. Gotta come over my direction. Okay, something like that. Well, it's in. Now, hopefully, the cables will, bend around to work, because this was one thing that we weren't sure about when we measured, was if the cables were gonna fit. Because these are sat down in the battery, so it's a little tough. We do gotta tighten the cables, so let's keep that in mind. But let's make sure things turn on here in the dash. Okay, things are happening. We're in park. Okay, I'm gonna tighten these here cables. We'll put the cover on the end of the battery here. You'll never start there. The old platinum lightning cube. Fits, That's fancy. We got a good battery in here now. No more of the interstate batteries. Get them out of here. We got the never start in here now. It fits. That's good. Kind of fits. Uh-oh. It does not fit. Perfect. Even said it would fit. Measurement must be off, kind of. It's not too far off. Maybe if I do something like that, maybe now it'll fit. No, it still won't. We're gonna make it fit. Another problem is, what I never checked is make sure the cables on the other side weren't touching anything. I don't see any flames yet. It's fine. Okay, how bad can things be? It's fine. Okay, this might be the hot one. Okay, this is the hot one right here. So, what we need to do with this is wrap it up. So, let's get some electrical tape and we'll wrap that up right quick. I don't think that's gonna arc through. I think it's pretty well good to go. I don't think we'll have any issues with that. So, what we gotta do is, get it up. Maybe just, get it up in here, because we don't want it hanging down to where we'll get something caught on it, because that would not be good. All right, let's run up, get my dad, have him come down, and we'll see if it'll fire up. There is air in the system, so there should be fuel in the injector lines, so shouldn't be an issue there. It'll fire up once it'll work the fuel through. And then if it does shut off, we do have the plunger right here on the injection pump. We can use that. That'll get the air out of the system. That's just a primer, basically. It is a primer. All right. It's, I guess, time to see if it'll fire up. Till it gets the air in the system, and then we'll figure it out. Oil pressure gauge ain't bouncing around like it was before. Wow, it's really hard to see out of that for you guys. Actually, a little easier for you. So far, so good. Clutch is easy to put in, push in. Sounds like it engages, don't it? We want to see if it does anything. Oops. Gotta figure out where the PTO is. Let's try the PTO. See what happens. Brakes are there, so, well, kinda. It's getting the air in it now. Put it in low. See if it'll move. Tries to move. Seems okay. Well, so far so good. You guys saw it fire up. Did try to move. Can't move it very far because, you know, got all this here stuff in the way. So we're gonna move that. Gotta put hydraulic oil in it because how much does that have?
That's just below or right below the full line. In the add, about halfway up the add thing.
Alright, time to see if it'll pull out of here. Putting it in gear is sometimes a little challenging. Alright, we're gonna run it up the driveway. He said to test out the TA, so we're gonna see how it goes. Pulled her down into low range with the torque amplifier. went smoothly. Oil pressure is staying the same. Back into high range. We gotta cut all the hay off, which will be a good way to test her out. So far so good. Right there is the grader that I told you all that we hooked that to this to pull it. And with the clutch the way it was, that left the clutch out on that thing with that in gear, and it just drug the back wheels on that. Or it would just spin these wheels, but it did not stop this tractor. How the clutch stayed engaged, I'm not sure. But we gotta get that thing that I believe is called a muffler. We gotta get that box out of there. Soul Girl needs straight pipe. Alright. Here's the before. Before we pressure wash it, it's gonna look a lot different. Probably ought to get something to put over the exhaust so we don't, fill that up. I did already put some degreaser in there. We'll have to get more, but spray bottle ran out. But there's what it looks like on top of the transmission in the interior here. I gotta be careful with a spray because certain things I don't want to spray, but we never went this far into depth with cleaning this tractor off, but it can use it, that's for sure. So there's your before. Now we're gonna do some pressure washing and come back when it's all cleaned up. Also, I didn't put degreaser on this stuff yet. I gotta get more. Okay, we're back. Try this again, see if I can get more than one wheel halfway done. The furnace quit running when we were about halfway through, so Some places didn't get near as clean as others, but it's fine. It's a tractor, it's just gonna get dirty again. Interior, seat, everything nice and wet. So that's good. Hey, I forgot to clean that. I'll have to get that. But yeah, I mean, top of the transmission, better in there, you know, it is what it is. Dash is all cleaned off now. Hopefully nothing got hurt in there. I don't think it did. It's pretty well protected. I mean, I didn't go up underneath here and spray, so the electronics under there should be fine. The engine got fairly clean. I mean, the paint on there ain't the greatest. It was repainted. It's a remanufactured engine, so it is what it is. I mean, places like that didn't get perfect, but it is what it is. I mean, like I said, the furnace quit about halfway through, so some of the stuff didn't come off. And even with degrease, that wasn't gonna come off very easily anyhow, because it needs hot water to actually attack it. So, oh well, it is what it is. Also, that's just, you know, you didn't see none of that. Ignore it. I didn't even show you. You didn't see it. Just pretend you didn't see it. Also, pretend you didn't see that up there either. We are keeping an eye out for a cab for this, because this cab is seen better days. We'll put it that way. But yeah, we're pretty happy with it. I tell you what, putting this tractor together was a heck of a lot easier than taking it apart. Let's say that. But it's together, it's usable. You'll see in the next video that we're already, you know, doing what needs done. So you'll see what I'm talking about in the next video. But until then, y'all stay tuned. Smash that like button, subscribe, comment down below, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.